Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to Thirsty Thursday Trivia. And no, it's not Alisa, it's Body
Uh,
Illusion. Miss Alisa is still under the weather. If you all could pray for her healing and her comfort, and what
Hello,
did you put?
everyone.
What? Oh, is that this phone or your phone? Is that me?
Mine.
Oh, okay. Mine's on too, though. Okay. Hi, Vince. Yeah, if you could put threes in the chat, that's our virtual hug. Um, and for Alisa, I always say it wrong. She and I have been friends now over a year. I met her last October when the hurricane was going on. Hey, Sunny Side Up or Bells and Stars. She's like me. Her name and her channel are two different things. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hi,
we're going to have to get used to that
everybody.
because I don't see YouTube changing it back again.
I don't either. Create and relate. Welcome in. Hi,
Hi,
Tiff.
Tiff.
Welcome, welcome. Anyhow, we've been friends since the hurricane. I actually met her when I was in the hotel, displaced from the hurricane. Hello, BJ. Welcome. PJ Swish. Woo woo. Hello,
Hi,
hello,
sweetie.
Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie.
Yeah,
Um,
look at all the threes. Yay. Good
yes,
for
put some threes for her, please. We need to get her healed up and get her well. Um, I try to keep her cheered up. I try to keep her in good spirits, but when you don't feel good, you just don't feel good. So, um, yeah, I don't know why YouTube did that. It is
And
kind of
I've
strange.
asked other channels. They don't know why either.
And
But I'm sure there was some reason.
when I changed my name, I didn't even think about changing the handle part. I just thought if I changed the name, that was, good enough. And it really wasn't until this started happening that I even realized, oh, it doesn't say Kaleidoscope of Happiness. It still says Living My Best Life. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm both things now. So we just, we go with it. Um, I have some more Halloween trivia, but you know how I always say my daughter thinks, me being on YouTube is, a little crazy, a little silly or whatever. I was at her house yesterday afternoon
Uh-huh.
and she starts telling me Halloween riddles. And like some of them we got right off the bat, and some of them we were like, what? Where'd they come up with that? Anyway, she said, I'm going to send these to you and maybe you can use them on your channel. And I was like, what? You care about my channel?
Right?
Send me some Halloween riddles. I said, well, believe it or not, I'm doing trivia tomorrow. And it's going to be for Halloween since Friday's Halloween. And I don't have a live for Friday. I said, so yeah, okay. So she sent me these riddles. So let's go ahead and take a look at these.
I don't know about you guys. I'm excited about this.
I
But you
was
got to
like,
help me out, guys. Come on now.
what? You
I,
are
I
asking
earned the
about my
name Ditz for a
channel?
reason.
First, let me show y'all the cutest little. Oh, that's a video. I thought she sent me a picture too. Okay,
Hi,
for
Stephanie.
Halloween at my granddaughter's pre-K class, they don't do dress up for Halloween necessarily. They do
Okay.
dress up as your favorite book character or movie character or something like that. So
Oh,
the
okay.
kids still can kind of get to dress up, but not just a Halloween costume. So I had just got done reading the book. If you give a cat a cupcake, and I don't know if you've ever heard of those books. There's if you give a mouse a cookie, and there's like a whole series of them.
Okay.
Well, anyway, it's a black cat. The cat is a black cat.
Yay! We like black cats, guys.
Yeah. And so if you give a cat a cupcake, right?
Uh-huh.
So I had this, it was actually like a pin cushion, but it was a crocheted cupcake
Okay.
that Nana from Nana's Cooking and Craft Corner she sent me a big old package of a bunch of crap stuff, and it was in there, and it had been sitting on the shelf. And Anais always wanted to play with it, and I was like, "It's got straight pins in it. You can't play with it. It's not a toy, you know." So anyway, my daughter was here one day, and she was talking about, we got to figure out what character you want to dress up as, for this book thing or whatever. And we had been reading this, If You Give a Cat a Cupcake. And so my granddaughter was like, I want to do this book. And my daughter was like, oh, wait, I've got black cat ears, and we can put her all in black. We can put a, cat face on her. And
Uh-huh.
I said, and I've got the cupcake, you know. So then my granddaughter was so happy she's going to get to have the cupcake. So
Right.
this is her this morning dressed as her cat with her Give a Cat a
How
Cupcake.
adorable.
Now, she sent me a video too, but I don't know what the video is. We will try to watch it. Oh, Becca. Okay, let me try again. I think that was her meowing.
Yeah, we heard it. I heard it.
So anyway, I had just asked my granddaughter the other day, "Did y'all ever do the cupcake thing?" And she was like, "Not yet." So it's today. So
Oh,
that's
okay.
her fun she's having today. And
See?
then,
Everybody's digging it.
then this afternoon, the Board of
Uh-huh.
Education for the school my daughter works at is doing a trunk or treat. And they
Okay.
have like each school sets up a little booth like thing,
Uh-huh.
and the kids can come and trick or treat there. And
Yeah.
then we have a big football game tomorrow night. So they're actually doing the town's trick or treat tonight too. So we're going to take her and do the trunk or treat and then take her
Okay.
trick or treating. And she's going to be Minnie Mouse. And I do have a picture of that costume as well, if I can find where is it at. Here we go. She wanted to be a witch, but
Okay.
the witch costume, the only one that was small enough to fit her was a rainbow
Oh.
witch, and she
Oh,
wanted to be
okay.
the black cat and stuff, and she really
Right.
wanted a witch's broom. I figured
Oh,
that
okay.
it really wasn't so much she wanted to be a witch; she wanted to be have a broom. So anyway, I said, well, it's either the rainbow witch or you pick something else. So she wanted to be Bluey, and Bluey has like a hat thing that you had to put on. And with
Okay.
all of her hair, we couldn't get it on her head right. And without the hat, you're not going to know. She's just going to look like she's got on blue pajamas. So
Right.
anyway, she picked Minnie Mouse.
Yes,
So
she is.
Minnie Mouse, she is, and she's adorable, and it worked perfectly. So she's really happy about getting to wear that tonight for the trunk or treat.
She's adorable. She's just adorable as yeah.
And it brings me so much joy that my daughter is doing the things with her that I did with my daughter. You know how
Uh-huh.
sometimes, like I was the parent that went all out. I had to have, because I only had the one and I didn't know if I would ever have any more. And I wanted to thoroughly enjoy her.
Right.
And so, and I worked at Walmart, so I got a lot of things on clearance. We used to
Uh,
have a shoe closet where every season, when they would mark down the shoes, I would buy her like, sandals, tennis shoes, boots, dress shoes, the whole 9 yards. And I would get them in every size. So
right.
throughout the year, as she outgrew shoes, it was like, well, go to the shoe closet and pick you out another pair.
Right.
And so we always, and she thought everybody had a shoe closet with extra shoes. It was like, no, honey, most kids, they have to go buy shoes when they need new shoes.
Right.
You only have them because mommy works where they sell shoes. But anyhow, and I would do the same thing with, birthday gifts and Christmas gifts and, all of that. Whenever they marked stuff down, I would grab it. And we
Okay.
also had the present closet so that when she would get invited to a birthday party, we always had stuff in there already. We just had to get it and wrap it, and she was ready to go. So anyway, my daughter is doing a lot of those same kind of things with my granddaughter, and I'm so happy because you never know how your kid feels about things when they're growing up, but then when you see them doing it as the parent, you're like, yes, I did a good job.
Yeah.
I get very excited when she's willing to do things like that. Okay, how can you tell a vampire has a cold?
BJ, where are you, honey? How can you tell a vampire has a
Vampire
cold?
has a cold. This
Anybody
is
out there? Come
this
on,
is
help me
one
out, guys.
we didn't get this one. We were like, a vampire.
How can you tell
He starts
vampire?
coughing.
Oh, bum bum bum.
I was like, coughing? Yes. Oh my gosh. I would have never thought of that. Never would have thought of that.
Yes, we did, BJ. You need to get up here. She's got some jokes for you, honey. You should be able to get these. Yeah.
Okay. What do you
Thank you,
call
Tiff.
what do you call a witch who lives at the beach?
What do you call a witch that lives at the beach? Come on, you got to be helpful somehow.
Come on, baby. What do you
You look at me dumbfounded too. Um, I have no idea.
A sandwich.
Anybody? A wit?
A
A wit?
sandwich. A sandwich.
Is what?
A sandwich.
Oh, a sandwich.
I got that
Oh,
one right. I did get that
okay.
one
Okay, that makes sense.
right.
That
Okay.
makes sense.
What has hundreds of ears but can't hear a thing?
First thing I thought it was potato, but those are eyes, ears.
What has hundreds of ears but can't hear a thing?
How about corn?
A cornfield. But yes,
Huh?
a cornfield.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scarecrow.
What do birds say on Halloween? I was like, what? I don't know. Birds? What kind of bird? She's like, it doesn't matter what kind of bird it is. Just what do birds say
Caw. I'm
on
thinking of caw.
Halloween?
What would?
Trick or treat.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute. The grandbaby needs to tell that one. That's
Yeah.
adorable.
Okay. What's a witch's favorite school subject? A witch's, yes, BJ. Trick or treat. Tweet. What is a witch's favorite school spelling?
You see the deer in headlights here, folks.
Well,
Uh,
I had a good guess, and I had a reason behind my guess. I said chemistry
okay.
because of mixing up,
Because the witch's brew.
spells and potions and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Their answer is
Yeah, because I always think of the three
spelling.
witches in Macbeth.
Yeah, their answer is spelling.
Spelling. Oh, okay.
I was
All
like,
right.
I was in the right track, but
Right?
not quite.
Yeah, Stephanie.
What is a vampire's favorite holiday? What
Vampire's favorite
is a
holiday.
vampire's favorite holiday? I gotta go turn my ear on. I'll be right back.
Come on, guys. We have time now. She's gone. What? Come on, get some answers out here. Okay, we had time, guys. Now, come on. Yeah, Tiffany says,
Okay,
Valentine's Day.
that's what I said too, because of heart, blood,
Right.
Um, Thanksgiving.
Ah, we got puns. All Saints Day. I knew you'd come through. I knew you'd come through.
Oh, goodness.
See, Stephanie said the same as us. Valentine's Day.
Okay, what do ghosts serve for dessert?
Jello. Jello. I don't know.
That's
I'm,
good.
tr- I'm trying. I'm trying.
Ah. What do ghosts serve for dessert? Ice cream.
Ah, blueberries.
Yeah, that's what I
I like
said.
that,
I said
BJ.
I said
Blueberry
blueberries,
pie. I like that.
and it was
Tiff.
ice cream, which is good too, but I liked blueberries. Okay, how do you fix a broken jack o' lantern?
What was this sound?
How do you fix a broken jack o' lantern?
A broken jack o' lantern?
Hmm.
I just, but that's okay. I'm having a lot of fun. Come on, guys. Pull me out. You're going to be pulling me out all day on these ones, guys. Ice cream for ice cream.
Ice
Yeah.
cream, ice cream. Yep. He don't know this one. Okay. How do you fix a broken jack o' lantern? You use a pumpkin patch.
I can't believe you even said that one. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Oh,
Okay.
oh, oh. Okay. All right.
What
You got me on
what
that one.
do witches order at a hotel? What do witches order at a hotel?
Broom service. I don't
Yes,
know.
and I got that one right too. I was like, gotta be something with the broom. Yeah,
Yeah,
broom.
they are dad jokes. Is it really broom service?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Ding, 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 ding.
Yes, you got it right. Okay, and this last one, my daughter and I both said didn't make sense to us, but maybe it'll make sense to somebody. Why do ghosts like to go to parties?
Like to go to parties?
Hmm. Why do ghosts like to go to parties?
Thank you, PJ. I got one. Out of all these, I got one. Um,
Oops.
ghosts like to go to parties. Oh, good, BJ.
For the booze. Oh, that is
Uh huh.
a good one.
Yeah,
Their
it is.
yeah, their answer was because they have a lot of spirit.
Okay, the same concept. Same
Yeah,
concept.
yeah.
But I
I
like booze. I
booze.
like
Yeah, I like
that's
booze better too.
yeah.
Good answer. Well, those were fun.
That
I
was fun. Thank you, everybody, for helping me out on this. She does this to me.
I just really had no clue when we were answering them. I was like, they expect kids to get these. I didn't understand. I was like, wow. Okay, so let's see if any of these Halloween trivia questions are any good. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Well, come on. Oh, don't tell me that. No, it didn't load. I was like, don't not load on me.
Hi, Heather.
Hi, Heather. Did I miss it? No, you just missed the Halloween riddles. Now
You would
we're
have been good at it too. He's
yeah.
really good at dad jokes. He's really good at dad jokes. Everybody say hello to other restrained. That's my son. Say hi to him. Hi, Izzy.
Hi, Izzy. Okay, that one doesn't want to load. So let me see if I find another one because I know I saved a bunch of different
Hi,
ones.
Izzy. Hi, Izzy. Hi, Izzy.
Oh, come on. All right. No, no, no. Okay.
Other, I
Okay.
put the little decal on the cup. What do you think? What do you think? Is it cute or is it cute? Huh?
I
I
love
put
it.
it on either side because I never know if I'm going to be right-handed or left-handed that day.
Okay. Well, this is what I get for thinking I was going to be prepared. You know, hey, y'all don't forget tonight is the grand finale of the Fall Fest 25 giveaway. And there will be door prizes, there will be collaborator prizes that we're going to be in the drawing for, which will be fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we need to talk about more of that details on that kind of stuff. I got through the last step. Now I got to get through this one. So
Yeah. Why is it so?
retirement days. Hi.
Hi, pre retirement days. How come every time I pull up something, it is not coming up? All right, here. How about some would you rather? No, that's the same
I
thing.
would love that.
Um,
I would love that. Yeah. Other says maybe I can get some paints and paint. And this is the perfect group to do this with. Other. Yeah. They they love, and it's very very calming. They get together and they do whatever their craft they feel like doing that evening, and they'll do like a 3 hour live, and they'll just chit chat and do whatever it is. If it's diamond painting, if it's painting, if it's coloring, doesn't matter what you feel like doing that evening or afternoon or whatever. Yeah, we could definitely get you in and
oh,
get you
yeah.
going on.
Hello, Lee. Welcome. Anfield Road Layout. And I just learned, I went to his live yesterday after my exercise live, and he builds when you have like a big train track set up, you know, he builds the little buildings and decorates it and everything. And
Oh, okay.
I would not have the patience for doing that, but he gets
So
very
are you in a
detailed.
train community? Because I know
Yes,
there is.
yes.
There is avid train people
And
out
I
there.
think they probably maybe do other kind of like car models or other little miniature type things. I'm not exactly sure, but he had a lot of people in there I didn't know. And BJ was there, and BJ connected with a few of the guys. So
Oh, he sounds cool.
that was really good. So thank you, Lee, for coming in and telling us about your live and inviting us over. And anybody who's got anything coming up, a premiere, a video, a live, whenever you want to promote it, you just let one of us know and we'll tell the other one and we'll get it pushed out on our
Oh
channel.
yeah. And
And
drop your channel. Drop
yeah,
your channel.
do on my side do hashtag echo, and on her side do hashtag body. And that way you can drop your link.
And I think you can even, if you have something going on and it's already set in, you can even, because you have butterfly wings, you can
Mhm.
even put in that exact show, and you
Yeah,
can drop that in
you
there
can
as
go
well.
to
That link.
your scheduled video or live stream, and you can click share, copy link, then come back in the chat, paste the link, and then that way everybody will have it. So yes,
Yeah.
let's
Let's
try
get it going,
to
folks. This is what it's
support
all
each
about.
other, you know. Um, and I do try, honestly, I do, y'all. I am so far behind in watching stuff. Two of my favorite channels I went to last night, and I think I was like 10 videos behind.
Uh-oh.
So I put them in my watch later list, and I sat there and I like binge watched them. So if I haven't been around, I'm coming. And I eventually I'll be like, oh yeah, I need to go visit that person, and then I'll go in there and I'll get all the ones I haven't watched and try to catch up. So all right,
Now
let's
tomorrow
see
night I will be on, and I'll be on
at 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock Eastern. I may change it to 8 o'clock Eastern, but
Okay.
as it sits right now, 9 o'clock. I've got so many things I want to do that it just keeps. I'm like, okay, and I want to do this, and I want to do this, so I want to do an hour of this, and I want to do an hour of this, and so we'll see.
Well,
We'll
I,
see. It's
I,
tomorrow though.
and I'll be there in the chat because I'll have baby girl. So if I don't get her to
Oh,
sleep, I
okay.
won't be able to do a whole lot. But if I get her to sleep, I'll definitely be
Yeah, yeah.
because I look
We'll get
forward
you.
to
We'll
that
get you
on
up here.
my. I definitely look forward to having something to watch after I get her down. So, and hopefully they're going to have a party tomorrow, so she may be wore out. I hope. I don't know.
As long as there's not a lot of candy.
Oh,
Candy.
I
Ooh.
am sure. Okay, want the link to Body Illusion. Okay, I can do that.
You do it either way. Yeah, I don't see it on
I
this
should,
one.
yeah, I should have already had that on here. But you know me. Oh, you know
Okay.
why? Because we were chit chatting before we went live, and I didn't do my normal drop the post and all that stuff. Because I normally will take and post your link at the top of my chat, but I got it now. So mainly off grid. Hello, long time no see. How are you doing? Thank you for dropping in. Okay, now I'm pinning the link for Body Illusions channel at the top of my chat. So if you're on my side, go over and get to know Body Illusions channel. And if you're over there on Body Illusions channel, come get to know my channel. Although I think I know y'all already. But just in case I don't, come and check it
Yeah,
out.
you are Nightbot. Put your channel up for me
Yeah, I got
automatically
I'm
on my
special
site.
on her channel. She would be special in my channel too, but I have not gone in Nightpod and did any of that. So, which I need to do. But you guys know how I am. My to-do list gets longer and longer and longer. And I got an email today from somebody agreeing to come on and be a guest. And I reached out to them a couple of months ago, and I had plum, wasn't even worried about it. And I
Uh
got
huh.
the email today, and I was like, "Oh yeah, here we go. We're gonna have a guest." So
Oh,
I got to
nice.
get that figured out. But yeah, so that's another thing. If anybody wants to be a guest, or if you would like to co-host, if you would like to do a live with us, anything, we are more than willing to do whatever anybody wants to do. And if you write songs in Suno, hint hint, we will be having a Suno showcase in November. So
Okay.
y'all be getting ready to get you some songs ready
Ooh.
for
Think
that.
think of the Thanksgiving songs that can come out.
Oh yes. All
Wouldn't
right,
that be
CJ, you have a great day too, sweetheart. It was good to see you. Okay, here we go. Um, what
Uh-oh.
celebration has its roots in Celtic festival of Saint Salmon? How did you say it last time?
What am I saying? What was this? What was I
Uh,
saying? Samhain?
yeah, Samhain.
Okay.
Okay. So, which celebration has its roots in the Celtic festival of
Samhain.
Samhain? That word does not
It
look
must be the pagans or the I don't know what you would categorize pagans. No, it wouldn't be pagans.
It's All Saints Eve, is
Oh, okay.
known
They're going
as
that direction.
Halloween, is also known as All Saints Eve, and it has its roots in the Celtic festival. Okay.
Okay.
In which, let's see,
I thought it was religion. I'm sorry, folks.
how many legs does a spider have? And
How
as a
many legs?
bonus, what is the most popular spider?
What is the most popular? None of them are popular to me. Probably a daddy long legs. It's pretty common.
Not common, popular.
They're not popular. They're not popular. Uh, well, I probably yeah, BJ, just nothing. I agree with you. Um, how about like jeez, yeah, I know. How about what's the one with the diamond red on the chest? Um,
The Black Widow?
yeah, Black Widows.
Black Widow? He is correct. They do have 8 legs. And this
Okay, thank
says
you.
the most popular is a tarantula.
Oh, it's considered a
Tarantula,
spider, huh?
I guess.
But it's the most popular. Not to me, guys. Not to me.
Ah,
Uh,
let's
sorry,
see.
I didn't do much with my hair today.
What is the pot called that witches use to brew potions in?
Cauldron.
Cauldron. Yes.
I have one. I have my great grandma's that she used to make lice open.
Oh,
Yeah, that
wow.
sucker weighs a ton.
I bet it's probably, if it's not cast iron, it's
Oh
probably
yeah,
some
it
kind of
probably weighs
iron.
about 400 pounds. It's just
Yeah.
huge.
Who is the most famous vampire of all time?
Dracula. Are we going to do Dracula? Oh, okay. Ooh,
Dracula.
we can handle these guys. We're
And
almost getting these.
the original story of Dracula was the imagination of Irish author Bram Stoker in 1897.
I didn't know he was Irish.
Yep,
Doesn't sound like an Irish name
that's
to
what
me.
it says.
I didn't know
What
he was.
is traditionally used to scare off evil spirits on Halloween?
Garlic, salt.
I've heard salt, but
A picture of my
this
mother-in-law.
doesn't say this doesn't say garlic or salt.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I said that. Other you didn't hear that.
No guesses?
I said garlic.
Yeah, well, it's not garlic and it's not salt. It's a jack o'
It's
lantern.
not my mother-in-law. A cross.
Okay. I
Silver
think we
cross.
did this one
Silver
last time.
bullets.
No, silver bullet. Isn't that for the vampire? You're supposed to shoot a vampire with the silver bullet.
I'm just grasping at straws here. Somebody help me out here. What is it?
Ah, let's see. Oh, and I think we did this one last time. Halloween originated from which country? Excuse me, country.
Oh yeah, but I don't remember. Um, Ireland.
Ireland.
Yeah,
Ireland. Yes.
yeah.
Okay, which was the first city to celebrate Halloween in America?
Ooh. Well, if you're talking Ireland, it's probably Boston,
It is Anoka, Anoke, or Ka, Minnesota,
Minnesota.
in
Okay,
1920.
okay, Minnesota.
I can imagine their costumes in the 19.
Yeah,
I can imagine what they wore.
probably not something nice and warm. I'm sure.
Yeah. Who was the first lady to start the Halloween decorations at the White House?
Oh, you know what? I picture. Yeah, really, huh? I picture because she was really gung ho about the White House. She even named the White House the White House. So I would say it was probably Teddy Roosevelt's wife, whatever her name is.
Close. Mamie Eisenhower.
Oh, that long? Okay, so it wasn't as long ago as I thought. So the Eisenhowers.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that because, yeah, he went to war and stuff. So she would probably want to celebrate as much as I get that. Him being home and
Which
everything.
American city hosts the annual Village Halloween Parade?
With a name like Village, it's got to be New York.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
New York.
with the East Village and stuff like that. I could imagine that would be fun. We should see if we can get that a live cam on that. That would be
Yeah.
fun. We might get blocked because they do show a lot of skin. But even in the cold.
Okay, here we go. Here's another Ireland question. Which
Okay,
traditional cake is baked in Ireland on Halloween?
I didn't know there was one. That's a shame.
Just when you think you know everything there is to know about an American
Yeah,
tradition,
I always learn something with you, honey. It said
always
cake. First thing I thought it was King's cake for Mardi Gras, and I went,
yeah, yeah,
that's
no,
totally
no,
wrong.
no.
But that's um,
And I've never heard
is
this.
it a pudding? Because
I
a
don't know.
cake
It's
is a
called
pudding
a
over there.
barn brack. B
Oh,
A
okay.
R
So it's
N
even an Irish name.
B R A C K. Barn brack.
Okay.
So we
We'll
got
have
to
to look
Google
that up.
that and see
Yeah, look that up, honey.
what the heck that is because
Okay.
I've never
How
heard
do
of
you
it.
spell it? B-A-N-B-A?
Although I'm not Irish, so
Bonbreck?
oh, Barn and then Breck, Brack. Okay. A
We haven't
traditional,
forgot about you guys. Cheesecake. There you go. That's what we want.
uh-huh. It's a traditional Irish sweet yeast bread made with dried fruit and soaked in tea. It is most famously associated with Halloween, when small trinkets like a ring, a coin, or a thimble are baked inside for a fortune telling game.
See?
The
See,
ring
just like the king's
signifies
cake.
The ring signifies marriage, a coin means wealth, and items like a pea or a stick represent different faiths.
Okay.
Okay.
And it looks like they even may just sell it in a can. So,
It says,
fruitcake.
while enjoyed year round, it is a staple for Halloween in Ireland.
Okay. Let me get comfortable.
Oh, a thimble means you're going to remain a spinster,
Ooh.
and a button would mean that you're remaining a bachelor.
Okay.
And if you get a P, you're not marrying that year. Oh, and a stick is an unhappy marriage.
Wow.
Ah,
So all these things are in one cake?
that's what it says. I guess they
You got to be very cautious when you eat that thing, I guess.
and that brack, the word brack means speckled.
Okay.
It refers to the dried fruit dotted throughout the dough.
Okay.
I didn't know anything about any of
That's
that.
interesting. I
But
love that.
that would be kind of fun to do in just like even a birthday cake.
Uh huh.
Like, whoever gets the piece with whatever in it, gets a prize or something like that.
Yeah, they get that certain prize, or
Yeah,
yeah.
that would
Uh
be
huh.
kind of fun. I never
Now the
thought
king's
about
cake is the same way for Mardi Gras. They have the baby
right.
Jesus.
And
Yeah.
whoever gets the baby has to buy the king cake the next year.
Do the next year.
So
Uh huh.
it's really not a prize. It's really like it's your turn
Ha
next
ha ha! Your turn next.
when, when you get it. So you don't really want to get it, I guess.
Yeah, I baked those things. The round and
Yeah.
all the colors and the yeah. At one time, we were really into Mardi Gras and the Zydeco music and stuff.
Oh, in a normal bag of M&Ms, how many colors are there? And I guess this is a
But
Halloween question.
every once in a while, they pop in a new one. They have a special. Like
Yeah. But
this year, we're having green or something.
in the original, or a normal, it says a normal bag. So not like a holiday bag. But M&Ms used to be the most popular Halloween candy until
Oh yeah.
2024. And in 2024, Reese's became the most popular one. Um, but anyway, BJ, you ought to know this. You eat M&Ms, don't you?
What do you think, guys? Five? Should I guess five? Yellow, red, green, and then they'd have that chocolate looking one. I'm gonna guess five.
It would be six:
Okay.
orange, red, green, blue, brown, and yellow.
Okay.
I think you just missed orange. Okay, we did that
Yeah, we're talking M&Ms.
one. Okay, candy corn.
Uh
What
oh,
is
here we go.
the what is the order of the colors on the candy corn?
Oh, it does the rainbow thing. Okay, we're going to start with the top.
Hmm.
Orange, yellow, red. There's no red in it. But the yellow's in the center. Orange is on the bottom.
Oh, BJ says he doesn't eat M&Ms.
Oh, he doesn't eat M&Ms? Oh,
No.
okay. Um, red, yellow, orange. That's what I'm going to go with.
White on the top,
White.
orange in the center, and yellow on the bottom.
Really? I thought yellow was in the middle. Okay.
Mhm.
You can tell how often I eat them.
What U.S. state buys the most candy on Halloween? This might be spicy. Hi, Star.
Hi,
Welcome.
Star. Um, what state buys the most Halloween candy?
Candy.
Doesn't need to be for trick or treaters. Just buying the Halloween candy. Texas. Just because it's so big.
Big state, yeah. BJ says California.
Okay.
It
I'll
is
take I'll take pride in that. What?
it is Utah.
Utah. Really?
Her dog's name is Beans.
Oh, is somebody asking?
Stephanie.
You see my sidekick back there? Beans. They're asking about you, honey. Pay attention. Pay attention. You're on the camera now. Turn around here. Look at everybody. There he
Beans.
is.
Beans.
There he
Look
is.
at him. He is so cute. And he just looks so gentle. I know that breed gets a bad rap, but he
Yeah,
looks
they do.
so gentle.
Yeah.
Yeah, BJ, Utah. Who would have thought? Now, this you can tell this is an old set of questions. When you the answer to this one will tell you that. How
Okay.
much does the average American household spend on Halloween candy each year?
Oh, good gracious. See everybody saying hi to you, honey. Um, how much do they spend every year?
Mhm.
I mean,
The average American household spends how much on Halloween candy each year?
uh, it could vary. I mean, I could see them spending a lot, but trick or treaters aren't a big deal anymore. They just don't come out like they used to. I could say probably about $50.
This says $29.51.
Okay,
I
no,
say
that's really
very
old.
old
You can't even
because,
buy one bag of candy.
yeah, one, average size bag of candy now is 20 bucks.
Uh huh.
So, oh, goodness. What is the slogan for Skittles?
Oh, $5, $5, $5. Yeah, that's how it works. Um, Slogan for Skittles.
Hmm.
Hi, Gail. Uh,
Hi, Gail. We talked
Gail,
about
what's the slogan for Skittles?
we talked about the live for tonight. We're all excited. We hope we
And then
win
she's
the
going to do one
prize.
tomorrow as well, right? For the final, all that stuff as well, right?
Next Friday night. This Friday night, tomorrow night is the final for Fall Fest. But
Okay.
then the next Friday night, she's doing a live for Lori and Bob's channel. Want her to do it. They're donating the prizes, and then she's doing the giveaway.
She's so busy.
Yes, she got it right. Taste the rainbow.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Gail. You came in at
what
the right time, honey.
What was the name of the Bride of Frankenstein?
I didn't know she had a name. I don't know, Drusilla. I didn't know she had a name.
This says, what is the name of the Bride of Frankenstein? And I guess this must be from the movie, The Bride of Frankenstein. Shine the rainbow or something with rainbow. You were close, Star. You were real close. It is Elizabeth.
Really?
Hmm.
Now that's a good trivia. I wouldn't have known that one. Karen, there you go, honey. Throw a name out there. At least you're guessing.
Ah. What year was the Frankenstein monster created?
Was it created?
Because it was
That's
in
it.
a book.
Is it the book, the movie, the what?
Yeah, Mary
Mary Shelley?
Wollstonecraft Shelley.
Yeah.
What year did she publish her book, Frankenstein?
1898. It was before that.
1818.
Huh?
1818.
Whoa.
That has been around for a long time.
Wow.
Thank you, Stephanie. She says, I'm jumping back and forth channels to support both
Thank you.
channels.
We're just keeping you busy, honey.
She is the best supporter, let me tell you.
And it looks like Star's doing the same thing.
Y'all need to go over to the WSFN channel. She has merged her shorts channel and her dream channel all in her main channel. And she has a video with little Levi from Beyond the Dream welcoming him to the WSFM channel. And it's her standing there talking, and then little Levi comes up, and he's an animated character.
All
And
right.
it's like she is having this conversation with him. The video is excellent. Y'all have got to go watch it. I don't think
How
she
creative.
realizes how talented she is at making these videos. It was
Very cool.
and I believe I shared it on my community wall, but y'all need to go look at it. Let's see. BJ says, you know what they call Karen in Australia? Nope.
Here we go. Here we go. I got the rim shot ready for the answer, BJ. Go
Okay.
ahead.
What do they call them?
I watched that movie, but forgot. Yeah, I've watched it, but I was a kid during creature features, when I watched that kind of stuff.
In Australia, they call them Sharons instead of
Oh, okay.
Karens.
Yeah, that's supposed to be a joke. I didn't
I
get it.
thought in Australia, who they call Shirley in Australia? Is it
Don't call me
Shirley?
Shirley.
Yeah.
Isn't that from one of
Uh,
those
uh,
goofy movies?
what's his name from Down Under? Crocodile Dundee or something
Oh,
like that.
okay.
I'm not sure. BJ said Sharon.
Yeah, Shirley's was that's what they called the females. She's a Shirley.
Funny how they call them that. Ah. All right, in the movie Hocus Pocus,
Ooh,
what were the names of the three witches?
okay, Heather, are you still there? You know this answer. You know this answer. He's told me it tons of times. Oh, yeah, Suno is addicting. Um, I'm gonna throw Drusilla in again. I don't know why I'm stuck on that name. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. I don't want to cheat. I want you guys to cheat for me. Betty. Betty. Well,
I saw that, Gail, that Luann had made a song. I think she put out. I think I saw that. But yes, you can thank
oh, hi, Roots.
uh, Misha when you see her awakened by the looking glass. She started it all in this community, and we've got everybody hooked on it now. So it's not something you can just go into once or twice. It's like you go in there and you definitely get hooked. You
Yeah,
just
and you got to make sure you have time because you
yeah.
just get down this rabbit hole of adjusting things.
Hi, Rooted Essentials. His name is Famous. Welcome, welcome. But yes, when you go in Suno, like, don't think you're going to go in there and do something quick,
Right?
because it will give you so many so many versions and so many things that I just sit there and I'm like, this is it. This is the one I want. And then I'll be like, let me just do one more time. Oh, let me change this
And
and
then
make
it's
it
got the
a
little
different
edit
way.
button where you can edit and you can change the way it's, and you can dial it in. And I mean, oh,
And
it's just, woo.
next thing you know, however, when I went in there the other day, I actually published a few songs to my Suno page.
Okay.
So, because I think I only had one or two on there. So my Suno link is in, I know it's in my lives. It probably is in my videos too. But anyway, if you go in there now, you might actually get to see some of my songs in there, because I actually decided on a few ones I would go ahead and publish and ones I would get rid of. So I still have like 20 something pages of them to go through. I was like, okay, I did like the first couple pages and I was like, I'm tired of doing that now. So
Okay.
that's right.
We'll be looking for him, Gail.
BJ doesn't need Suno. He's got
Studio.
his own studio. That's right. Yeah. Oh, for Broken Hearts Ministry. See, this is what Star does. Because Star does devotions and she'll take the Bible verse and she'll make a song and a video to go with the Bible verse to go with her devotions. So
Yeah.
yeah, I could see you using that a lot on the Broken Hearts Ministry. And I wrote a
I
lot of
did
songs
background music. Yeah.
just to have them
That's
to
what I
be
use it
able
for.
to play. Right, even as background music. I have some too that I made, because once you're monetized, they can copyright strike you. Or they can say, they might not strike you, but they limit your um where it can be played. Hello, Regina, welcome. So yeah, even just to make your own kind of background music. And Gail, wait until you go in there and start playing with all the different genres of music. Talk to Star about that. Star's got music in just about every genre you've ever heard of. So it's so fun to be creative, though. That's the thing. I never thought I was
Everyone's
creative.
so creative.
Yeah,
I
everyone's
love that lady.
creative. I do too. I do too. She's hilarious to me. Mine goes straight into my voice guru. Okay, not sure what that means, but. Okay.
Okay, she has it set up where it's going
Yeah.
into a file.
Oh, video guru. I said voice guru. Video.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What's the matter with Star? Star, what's going on?
I didn't see anything, but
Regina just said prayers,
prayer,
sweetheart.
sweetheart,
I
in
don't know.
caps.
I hope she's okay.
She hasn't been capping lately, so.
Hmm. We'll see. Regina will tell us.
And there's Star. She's
Star, are you okay? You not feeling well again? Bad cold. Thought it was gone, but decided to come back. Ugh. Yeah, I bet it's getting.
all the buttons in the song was so good.
I bet your weather there is changed and it's got you.
Yeah,
Well, we
changing the weather
putting
always.
threes in the chat for you for prayers, and hopefully you will get to feeling better. Regina says, I always use caps. That's right. Regina's like me, has trouble seeing, and sometimes doing the caps makes it a lot easier to see. I still sometimes can't see it. I'm going to wake up one day and I'm not going to be able to see out of my one eye. And y'all are going to see me like this, like holding the computer. Hello? I can't see all the time. Oh my goodness. BJ says, I've
And
got
how do you know, BJ?
the sniffles and a cough. I think my voice is horsey. I'm so
And how do you know?
frustrated.
You tell me. How do you know that, BJ?
Ah,
Fill me in.
he always says when I say, "Can you hear me?" or "Can you hear the music?" or what? Nope, can't hear a thing. I'm like,
Thank you, BJ.
it's like I know you can't, but can anyone who can hear? Um,
Okay, Star. You take care of yourself, honey.
yes, still praising his name. That's right. When you
Oh, you can feel it.
can uh, still be rejoicing even when you don't feel good, that's when you know you love the Lord. And just because we believe and we have joy doesn't mean that we don't have bad days, doesn't mean that we don't feel bad. I think a lot of people think, well, I must not be saved or I must not be doing it right because I still have all these issues. There's no guarantee you're not going to have issues. It's that God will make you stronger and give you the strength to get through the bad days. He doesn't take all the bad things away because where most of those bad things come from? The decisions that we make, the choices that we make, we cause it, we bring it on ourselves. So I don't know how to make it make the song for you. I don't know what that means. I don't know how to make it make the song for you.
Maybe she doesn't know how to send it.
Oh, maybe she's saying if you want Suno to create the song, in other words, you're not writing the lyrics yourself, that you're just going to give it some prompts. And you can just type in there and you do it under simple. And you type in there and you say, um, a song, a country song about, digging a ditch
Cowboys and cowboy
or,
hats and boots.
whatever. And
And off it
you
goes.
give it as, I think it has up to 200 characters you can use for your prompt. And then you put it in there, and then it'll give you the lyrics. And then you can go into the editing, and then you can play around with your lyrics. Or you can just say, like you can change something in that idea that you gave it. If it comes up with something like, say it says, walking down a dusty road, and you don't want to use the word dusty, you can say, do not make it a dusty road or
Yeah.
whatever
Take out the
you
word
want to do.
dusty.
But
Mhm.
yeah, but you can customize it after it spits out the lyrics. You can make changes to it. And you can also tell it what kind of music, or you can just say, just let it do it. And you don't have it picks like based on what kind of song it is. Like it'll even know like if this sounds
Just
like a
play with it a
sad
little bit,
song
Gail.
or a love
Yeah.
song or a ballad or whatever, and then it'll do it on its own.
Yeah. You got a lot of rabbit holes to go down, Gail. Just enjoy it
Oh
and have
yeah.
fun with it.
And that's what I thought too when I first was going in there, because everybody that I knew that was using it are writers and poets. And I thought, I don't write my own words. I don't do poetry. It's like, how am I going to do it? But if you can come up with the scenario of what you want it to be, and then you give it keywords to use, like I have a new catchphrase I'm going to be using in 2026, a new hashtag, and I wrote a song to go with it. And there's a certain thing I wanted it to say, and it would say all around that thing or part of that thing, but not like exactly.
Right.
And I put 2026, the number,
Right.
and it did not sound like they were saying
Ew.
2026. I don't know what they were saying, but it did not. But if you spell out the word 2026, then when they sing it, it sounds like
Oh, okay.
2026. See, so I didn't know that. And I didn't know why when I was writing songs for Granny with
Uh-huh.
numbers, why it was, I would say count from 1 to 10, and it would only do it to like 7 or 8. I have to say one, write the word one, write the word two, write the word three. So yeah, there's a lot,
You're still
a
talking to
lot
a
of stuff
computer.
to
Yeah.
learn. Yes, yes, you're still talking to a computer. I do my own lyric scale, but if you are stuck on a rhyme or something, I think you could use the auto generate. I have played around with it, but always go back to my own version.
See.
And Mary from Bless the Crochet, she uses Chat GPT, and she actually says, write me a poem about whatever. And then she'll say, now make that into a song. And then she'll use those lyrics in the Suno app. But there
So
are,
it's all AI. Even the
yeah.
lyrics you write. Yeah. Okay.
And then
Weather's
Mary
making me
in
hurt. Oh, I'm
Arkansas,
sorry.
Lisa, she's also a writer and does poetry. However, she uses different sites to find words that rhyme or to find different words that mean the same thing,
Uh-huh.
so that you're not constantly using the same
Yeah.
verbiage, you know. Um,
We've always
so
had
there
books
are a
on
lot
that.
of ways.
But anyway, cannot.
It cannot say the word heritage. See? Yeah, and yeah, I understand your frustration because get it to say kaleidoscope.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but it is so much fun.
Wrote a few Christmas songs. Good.
I even wrote a few Christmas songs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see,
I
you're
mean,
getting in there. You're playing along with it.
it is endless. It is endless. You can write songs for your collaborations. One of the first songs I wrote was for a Fantastic Friday collaboration. So it's like if you don't want to have to be saying all the stuff about a collaboration, make a song, put it in the beginning of the video. Hey, you're done.
Right.
You don't have to
The
do all
description
that.
is all in there.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know, so there is a lot you can do, and it is a computer, but you're operating the computer.
Right.
The computer doesn't say to you, "Hey, you look like you want a song about this," and make song, no, you have to tell it what you want. It's not going to do it if you don't. Uh-oh, now prayers for Regina. The weather is making me hurt. Regina, I hear you on that. Yes. And Regina did say her husband's eye surgery went well. So
Okay, so that's a
that's good.
positive. We'll
Good
take
for
that.
that. Um, I don't know if you started doing the bone broth yet, Regina, but I will tell you this: the turmeric and the bone broth have helped the arthritis in my hand 90% better.
And it's that time of
So
year where this
it's that
dampness,
time of
coldness
year
in the
when it's
air is
damp
going to
and
make those
cold.
joints just ache, you know?
Yes,
Ooh,
yes, and it is. I my batch that of bone broth that I made over the last couple of days. I had it this morning. It's golden, like a almost like the orangey color in this background, like a deep
uh
orange.
huh. So it's that
The
deep,
turmeric,
thick,
and it
rich.
gelled up so good. I was like, and you know what? The key, what I figured out, is the chicken feet. If you use the chicken feet, you get all of that connective tissue and
Uh
collagen
huh.
out of the skin and
Uh
the
huh.
joints and all that stuff. I've made it without the chicken feet, and it just does not gel up as good.
I didn't even know they sold
So,
chicken feet anymore.
and it's like $4 for a big old pack of chicken feet.
Yeah, yeah, because
So,
my grandmother used to eat chicken feet when she was a kid. She was like, I always got the chicken feet. I always got the chicken feet. She says that's the part I liked was the chicken feet. And I went, ooh. That's the
I
only reason I remember it. But I don't remember.
I can't bring myself to eating the chicken feet, and I
Oh yeah,
can't even give them to Chloe. I'm like, yeah, no, okay. But
yeah,
they do something in that broth that
yeah.
is amazing. And when I did the beef broth with the cow feet, cow toes, cow something, but it was all cartilage too, and it
Okay,
was better too. But
okay.
when I worked in convenience stores and stuff, we had pickled pig's feet
Oh
in
yeah,
a
in
big
the
old
jar.
jar.
Uh huh.
And
Oh yeah, we always had it in our house.
that was
Yeah.
when I first came to Georgia. That was like one of my things I had to learn about because in Indiana, Yankees are not going to eat any pickled pig's feet. And we didn't do pickled eggs either. Here they take hard boiled eggs and pickle them.
Oh yeah,
So,
oh yeah.
um,
Yeah, in California, my family ate it, but you have to realize that my grandparents and all are Arkies,
okay.
so they,
So, yeah.
they, it was tradition to always have that jar in the fridge, and you would look at it and go, "Oh," as a kid, yeah, I'm not going to eat that stuff. But it was always there was always a jar in there.
Okay. I think what you're wanting me to look at, BJ, is Regina wanting me to text her about the bone broth on Messenger. I will do that.
Okay,
And Star
I
said,
should write a
wonderful to
song about my
hear the
walking
surgery went
challenge, and
well and prayers
yes.
for healing for your hubby. Um, and Gail said, I got all the Fall Fest work done, so now I can play with Suno. LOL. And Gail said, I should write a song about my walking challenge in January. Yes,
Yes.
you should. Star, he has two wonderful eyes now. Her husband doesn't even have to wear glasses anymore. He had the cataract surgery, but they
Okay.
put in the corrective lenses or whatever. And so he doesn't even have to wear glasses.
Isn't that
So
nice?
now I'm thinking, because before I was like, oh, cataracts, this is horrible. But wouldn't it be nice if I had cataract
And
surgery and never had to wear glasses again?
and they say cataract surgery is a lot easier than LASIK. So, you know,
Mm.
LASIK you always end up with the halos. So cataracts they don't. So,
Yeah, so I'm not scared about the cataract thing anymore. I'm like, okay, if it happens, it happens. We'll
mhm.
deal with that. But yeah, when she told me about that he doesn't have to wear his glasses, I was like, what? I've worn glasses since I was in third grade.
Oh,
I
well,
would
have you?
I
Okay.
would love not to have to wear glasses. I wouldn't know how to act.
That's what I was thinking.
I'd be
They're
like, where's
such
my
a part of
glasses?
me. I would, yeah.
Like, I can't find my glasses. Where's my
Right?
glasses? Gail lost her glasses the other day, and she was like, I can't find them because she couldn't see well enough to look for the glasses. She was like, I have to wait till my husband comes home so he can find my glasses.
But it's so,
Mm.
it's everybody says, oh, it's no big deal, blah blah blah. Even Star says her dad did it, everything, blah blah blah. But it's still your eyes. I mean, I'm sorry. If that surgeon gets goes into a sneezing fit, and I'm in California, what if an earthquake happens right then?
No, I didn't thought about that. Yeah, that would be bad. But
It's just funny how your mind runs.
it's like with
Just
everything
no
else,
nuts.
the technology gets better and better and better as
Yeah,
length of time. People that had it done in the very beginning probably did not have amazing results with it, but now because of trial and error, they perfected it to where it's, a lot better. So, well, I see that it is 1:16 and I have to be on the road at 1:30. Thank goodness I am dressed and ready to go. Just got to put my shoes
let's
on.
talk about her outfit. Look at this blouse, guys. We had to talk about it before we started. Isn't that
It
cute?
has little sparkly rhinestones and it has so much color. I was just like, oh my heavens, I need that color in my life.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Somebody
Okay.
told, somebody told me that after I had my surgery, that I would want to start getting my hair done and I would want to get my nails done. I haven't gotten to that point yet, but I never wore dangly earrings and I never liked color. So it does change you as a person. It really,
Well,
really
that's what you were
does.
saying. You're saying you're liking your neck and your décolleté more now since you've lost weight.
Yeah,
That's the
because
chest area. That's
I,
a décolleté.
I did not
So,
want to draw attention to this area.
right.
So yeah, yeah, it's amazing. It
Yeah.
really, really is amazing.
It's
And
amazing.
it,
Yeah, you've gone through so much change, and it's only been a year. I mean, we say yeah, yeah, it is pretty. We say it's a year, but in the spectrum of things, in 60, it's only been 1 year,
yeah,
and all of this changes has happened.
yeah.
If
And
that makes sense. If that
when I
makes sense
look,
to anybody.
like, even when I look back at my videos from, you know, 6 months ago, I can see such a difference. And it's almost like when you're in the process, you want it to go fast. You want to
Uh-huh.
see a different, you want to be able to see it. And because you look at yourself every day, you don't see the little changes. But when you go back and look, and that's why everybody's like, take the pictures. It doesn't matter what you look like, what you got on. If your family wants to get a picture, take the pictures
Yeah,
because your kids won't care, but they'll want to see mama in the pictures.
yeah. And
And
they'll laugh at the clothes you have on and the way you did your hair, but
oh
that
yeah,
doesn't
but
matter.
but who wants to have childhood memories and all it is of other people with your kids because you were always taking the picture and you didn't want to be in the
Well,
picture.
and I went through a phase of like 16 to maybe 25, and I would not let my picture be taken. So there's no pictures of me in that era. And at the time, it was no big deal. Just don't take my picture. But now I look back and I'm like, there's you know, no
Yeah.
pictures of me back then. It's just not.
And I think it's even that you don't realize how much you change yourself because you do. You look at yourself all the time. So it's like, and then when you can look back at a video or a picture and it's like, oh my gosh, I did
Uh-huh.
change. And at first it mortified me. I was like, oh my God, those videos are out there in the world. People are going to
Right.
see that. And now it's like, when one pops up on my feed or something, I'm like, yeah, look at it. Look at that. Is that what you want to look like? No.
Yeah.
I said, I won't never gain the
Or one
weight
of those,
back.
thank goodness I'm not that anymore.
Yeah.
I'm this,
Yeah.
I've moved
And
away from being that.
this right here, and it's probably, I don't know if y'all can tell,
Oh,
but this right here, this part of my stomach
uh-huh,
was always like I was 9 months pregnant.
uh-huh.
And I didn't really have, I now have two rolls of fat. I used to just have one big stomach,
Right.
you know? And it's like this part is almost like my boobs are bigger than this part. Used to always see that
Yay.
this part was bigger than my boobs, you know?
Uh-huh.
And so it's like I can tell the difference through here. And the lower part, it's so funny now because I would always wear loose fitting clothes on the bottom, especially
Right.
on the stomach area, you know. And now when I do, I'm like, I need something to hold me in. I need my I have like some shorts that hold me in better than other ones do. And I told my daughter yesterday, I said, I need to buy a certain kind of undergarment or something,
Oh my
to
word, folks. Is she going to buy herself some Spanx to hold in her belly? Ah!
I'm serious. I was lumpier when I was heavier. Well, I was solid when I was heavier. Um, which tells me that I had a lot of fat on the inside in between the organs and things,
Right.
that I don't have now, but I still have the fat under the skin there in my stomach. Um, but yeah, the whole thing is now uh I don't even know how to describe it. Before it was like a solid thing.
Right.
Now I can like pick up the bottom of it and I can like jiggle it, if that makes sense. So,
Right.
you know, it's like, yeah, it's lost its support. It no longer stays like it's supposed to. It will move around. So it's like I
Right.
need something to control it or whatever. Thank you,
And
Gail.
it'll
I'm
firm up.
happy to meet
And
you.
it'll firm up.
Yeah, it
It's just
will.
it's you've lost it so quickly that
Yeah,
it just has to firm up.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
And with you exercising it.
it's really funny because I knew it was there before, but I guess I didn't think other people knew it.
Right.
Like it was my little secret. And as long as I was the only one that had to deal with it, it didn't matter.
Right.
Um, and now I realize how stupid that was. That, I wasn't fooling anyone, but
Well, and it becomes the normal you. It's
yeah.
it's normal. Yeah.
And you learn to dress in a way that you feel comfortable, that you don't
Well, like
feel,
you said, you would make it longer shirts,
yeah,
blouses, and stuff like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I mean, even little things like, because I had this arm flab, and I've noticed with it too, it used to like start at my elbow
Uh huh.
and be the whole way. Now it's like here and in. So this is firming up, and I'm
Yeah.
hoping all of that will firm up. But it's like it moves enough now to where I don't notice it as bad. Before it was like my shirt would be pulled tight, like, you know,
Right.
and then I would be like uncomfortable. Like every time I would move my arm, I would be like, do I need to pull my shirt down? It's like, why is it not fitting me right? And I've noticed that I don't have that problem. And that's probably why I always wore short sleeves, because I didn't like how that felt, on my sleeve. And I didn't used to like nothing up around my neck.
Right.
Like, so it's just weird. It's just different. But I used to always wonder what skinny people felt like, like, because
So
if
tell
you
us,
don't know, you
Echo,
don't.
how do
Yeah,
skinny people
well,
feel?
I don't know because I'm not skinny yet, but I'm saying, like I would see somebody out running,
Uh-huh.
and I was having trouble walking.
Uh,
And I would be like, I wonder what the heck that feels like to say, I think I'll run.
yeah, right,
Run, you know? It's like, I barely can walk. Why would I want to run? You know,
right.
that's just craziness, you know? But you do experience life differently when you feel differently about yourself.
Oh
And
yeah,
I don't think I could have got to how I feel about myself if I hadn't had the weight loss.
right.
Because it's kind of like I had to dig in there and find me. And some of that was in the way had to go, you know, mentally and physically. But I'm so happy now that I'm on this side of that. And I was reading a comment the other day from somebody talking about uh, after y'all lost weight, did you go back to eating how you used to eat? And I was like, are you crazy? Why would you go through all that you have to go through and then
Yeah.
not keep doing it? I mean, I was like, this,
Well,
this
a lot
is
of people do. They'll do it for a couple years, and then they start, like I'll have a chip, and they treat themselves periodically, which is wonderful. They don't gain the weight. I mean, they don't eat the bag of chips anymore, or
yeah. Well,
they'll have a bite of ice cream to treat themselves instead of having the whole carton. You know what I mean? But yeah,
yeah,
people
and that's
do
what
after a while. They
a
start
lot of
treating
people said,
themselves.
you know, that they will eat in, you know, moderation if they want something. And I've done that my whole journey. I'm not gonna like totally deprive myself of something. If I really want it, I might only can have a bite of it, but I'm gonna have it. I'm not gonna be like thinking about it and dreaming about having it and torturing myself, you know. But
Well,
then
and also your taste buds change. So a
yeah,
bite of ice cream ends up a lot sweeter than it did be in the past.
well, and before, honestly, it didn't matter how full I was. I could have eaten a 5-course meal, and if somebody said, "Let's go get ice cream," I'd be like, "Yeah, buddy, let's bring on the ice cream," you know.
Right?
And now I'm like, I can get ice cream or I can eat part of my meal, but I can't
Right.
do both, you know.
Right.
Or and even just, you know, eating the meal, it's like I have to decide what of that do I want to eat right now, and then
Right.
what of that am I going to keep and you know have it another time, you know.
Well, and
And
especially since you can only eat so many ounces, and so you'll have like ground beef, and then you'll have a little slice of tomato. Well, a slice of tomato just took up that space. So, if you have that slice of tomato, you got to realize that
yeah,
a little less protein.
yeah, and
But
it's
it becomes normal. You after a
yeah.
while, you don't even
Well,
think
and I
about it.
think I think my daughter thought that after my surgery healed, I would be able to eat more and that I would still have a problem stopping, you know, like I would
Right,
still want to eat more. And now, like especially if we go out to eat and she sees how much I eat, and then I'm like, I've had enough, I'm done. And she, you know, she can't believe that I can control it like that to stop it. I'm like, but you don't understand how it feels. You know, it's not necessarily just a mental thing saying I'm going to stop eating now. It's a feeling of like, do you want to explode? Because if you don't
yeah,
want to explode, you need to stop, you know.
yeah,
And
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 you just
and it sits right here. It doesn't seem to go down. That last bite just doesn't seem to go.
and
It
you just
just sits there.
learn, you know, you just learn that it's going to be uncomfortable and it's going to sit there and you're going to have to wait that pain out. And you know what? Just stop and in an hour or so, have a couple more bites if you want it,
Yeah,
you know? And that's how I do now. And that's why I said yesterday, I'm either eating or drinking like all the time. Because it's like I have to stop drinking before I can eat. And then I don't drink after I eat. And then I start drinking again. And then it's like, oh, got to stop drinking because it's going to be time to eat. You know?
yeah,
So I feel like I'm eating and drinking constantly,
all the time,
you know?
all the time.
And I'm
Yeah,
like,
other
okay,
is the same way.
I
It's
have my
constantly like as soon as he finishes something and it's digested, it's like it's time to eat again.
Yeah.
That little, yeah.
Starts an
Yeah, and it's an addiction.
addiction.
It's an addiction. It's a
And if
comfort
you
thing,
don't break
just
the
like any other
addiction, it's so
addiction
easy to
or
go back to
anything
it.
like that.
It's
It's
all
a
about
comfort thing.
mind, body, and soul. And if you aren't healed in all areas, it's easy to go back to that addiction. It's also easy to go to another addiction.
Yeah.
That was one thing they did talk to me about. That, whether you call yourself a food addict or not, if you're overweight, you're a food addict because obviously you could not control yourself and could not make good choices yourself, or you wouldn't be overweight. So,
Right.
um, and that's hard to admit to yourself. It's easier to say, I had a lot of medical problems, and that's what did it. Well, yes, but still, you could have.
Right.
And so they do talk about that there are all kinds of addictions that, it could start out as something that's not unhealthy. But when you take it to extremes and it starts to control you, that's when it becomes an addiction, and that's when it's a problem. And that's when you have to, do something about it. But I think,
Yeah, when it gets past moderation.
yeah. And there's a difference between going on a journey just to lose weight for the sake of losing the weight. And there's a difference of going on a health journey or a healing journey where you are going to heal mind, body, soul all together. And it all works together. If one
Right.
part's not healing, you're going to be stuck somewhere.
You're
Something's going
still out of balance.
yeah. So, all right, I got to go, y'all.
I know,
Alisa,
baby girl needs to see you.
baby girl's gonna be out there on the sidewalk. Oh, it's my granny, and I'm gonna be like, "Oh, I'm coming. I'm right here."
Well,
Hey,
this was a beautiful live. I know
it
we
was
did
so
trivia,
much
but
fun.
we, also did, a lot of things, Suno and self care. So
Yeah,
I like these kind of things that we
I,
just kind of flow with
and
life.
it's fun
And
to see that
Alisa,
we
if you're out
share
there,
chit chat.
love to you, honey.
Yes, love, prayers. I hope you find a good treatment that helps you feel better soon. Soon. All right, y'all. We will see you Friday night at Gail's first for the giveaway, and then Body Illusion after that for the Halloween episode. And BJ said something about he's got a song coming out today, I think. So y'all check that out too.
Who's this? Who?
BJ.
Oh,
Yeah.
BJ. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Love y'all.